Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
3 down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check. Crunch.
Here's Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Mike 51.
A first down carry for Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
51 for Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Staying on his feet. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Flex round! Flex round!
Second down, Brissett. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Brissett. Being chased out left. He can run. Now the ball comes loose. And that might be Titan football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three. Kill.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Watch twin. Watch it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
One. Four down. Three. Go, Mike 51.
First down, Mariota. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Tight right.
They come out here in the eye.
Check 26.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Check. 180. Check. 4 down. Switch it. Check 24. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 51 the mic, boy, 51.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
4 down.
Easy.
Hey, alert 3.
One. Very good.
Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews from 3 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Look at the spin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right there, 54, right there. Ohio!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Flex round!
First down, Brissett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you always can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
You got 4. You got 4. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Mariota on 1st down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
3. You got 4 down. 4 down.
Mariota. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brissett to throw on 1st. Getting it out left side to Sanu. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Let's go!
From the gun, here's Brissett. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Give him 30 yards there.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brissett on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, you'd have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Easy. Three.
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Easy.
They come up in an offset eye.
Three. Easy. SOS. Keep it rolling. Three.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
10, under 10.
Three.
Check 31. Check 31.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You're talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Ebron's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Brissett now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Play action now. Brissett looking for White on the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. A first down throw for Brissett. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Get him, baby. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Brissett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Flex
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett looking deep for Hilton. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown in a Colts uni. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make it 24-7. Vinatieri out there to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ohio! Ohio!
4 down. Alert!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Mike's 5.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Flex round!
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On third down, Brissett. And incomplete here on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Tight end right. 4 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
One. Keep it rolling.
I got you, punk. Joker.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ohio!
Brissett now. On the left side, a catch by White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brissett now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
What? 90.
Here's Brissett. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play fake, Brissett. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1st down, Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Melvin Gordon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game. And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen. To throw, Mariota goes underneath for Henry. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game. Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan. No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride. The pitch to Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
2 times, 2 times. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Watch 18. Watch 18. Check, 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 check.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ohio! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Flush to his right, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. 4 down.
Now it's the backup Simeon. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They go play action here on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, here's Brissett. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. 2nd down, Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ohio!
Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
51 to fight, boy, 51.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And avoids the contact by sliding. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On third down, Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Deuce. Let's go, Mike.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Shift. Check three.
This is Lewis, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
One.
51.
One.
Hey.
One.
Here's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ohio!
They begin the drive with Hines, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. They run again with Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ohio! Here we go! White 90! Flex round!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Titans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Somebody call for the queen. Ooh. to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to on up, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me